everybody, we're back. And again, let me remind everyone, that we definitely will have Leon from Santana on next week, okay? And we are top heavy again. We've got Funkadelic, we've got Santana, we've got our wonderful water people, and I mean, we've just got everybody who's going to be coming in and helping us to count down the Christmas time in salute of our veterans. So make sure you join us. We're going to have a lot of fun. And today we are all about business in this networking industry. And to top off our show, we have our wonderful credit boost expert. And this gentleman knows all about how to help you do what? Fix your credit. So I need to be standing in the front of the line. Anyway, welcome to the show, Julius. How are you?
Thank you. I'm pretty good. How's everybody doing today?
You know what? I'm slap happy. I'm telling you, I'm pretty slap happy. I can't wait to go home and get a nap. I think I'm coming down with that thing people call the thing.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're in California right now, they got a lot of hazardous weather going on. It's actually raining as we speak.
It is, isn't it? You know, I got a little thing going on with my throat, and I just want to go to sleep. But anyway, so much for that. We got 15 minutes left. So welcome back to the show. And you know what? So happy to have you. And first of all, condolences, our condolences to you. You know, I'm proud of how you are standing up the way you are in dealing with the loss of your mom. And
yeah, it's not easy, but you know, like they say in showbiz, the show must go on. You can't stop the train for one person, you know.
That's right.
Unless you're in a better position, a better spot than where we all want to be. You know,
but
so.
you know, Julius, her spirit just is resonating through you. So, you know, if that's any consolation, it is absolutely the truth. Recognizing and knowing that, you know, she's still right here with you. But, you know, you always have our support. And, you know, with anything that you want to do, you lost your dad a couple of years ago. And so you really have been challenged. And so just proud to see your positivity. You help other people stay up. And, you know, that's really what it's all about. So listen, So tell us what's happening in the credit industry.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. I mean, you know, in the industry, there's a lot of big changes that are happening in the credit industry. Of course, everybody knows that, you know, when you're trying to go get a job or anything, they check your credit now. But I don't know if a lot of people know that even when you're on a job, if you're a supervisor or a manager or president or whoever is over you, if they decide to run your credit while you're there at work, you can be there for 10 years. If they decide to run your credit, they have the ability to fire you because your credit went down. So it's just it's crazy.
Yeah. Wow, my engineer and I, we're like, uh-oh.
yeah, they have the right to check your credit now. I mean, and it's crazy because, you know, a lot of people, the credit could be bad, but it might not be their fault. It could have been an identity theft or anything could have happened. But you have to know what's going on with your credit, and I can give you guys a few websites to check your credit on before we leave off here off this interview. But you definitely want to know where your credit score is at all times.
Well, you know, I have a friend, and she, you know, I'm not going to say her name or anything like that, but, you know, on Sunday after church, she showed me her credit score. And she said this was just in a matter of 5 months, and it was 770. And in 5 months, it's 5 something. I mean, how can that be? How can that be? And, you know, so she's got to work. She's got to be number one, stepping up to the plate to try to get that. You know, I'm going to get her connected with you. So in brief, because we've got you know, just a little bit more time left, but. You know, everybody, inquiry minds want to know what you can do to help them and how they go about doing this. So just give it to us straight.
Okay, so pretty much what me and my team do, no matter where your credit score is, we can definitely get you from, you know, a low credit score to a very reputable favorable credit score where you want to be. Usually, everybody gets caught up in being.
Everybody does. Yes, they do.
Everybody getting caught up in being the 700s, or I want to get to an 800 credit score. Yeah. Ultimately, that's the goal. But if you're at a 720, 730, you're okay. You're considered good. When you get to 750, 760, you're considered excellent. And so, you won't have to turn nothing down but your collar at that point, because no one's going to turn you down for anything because you're at an excellent credit score. But if you're at a bad credit score, usually it's because you are late on some payments. And the bigger the account, like if it's an installment account, a loan, or whatever the case may be, and you're late a couple times, that really drops your score because that's a major account. So car notes, yeah, they do, but it depends on how big the car note is. Mortgages and lines of credit, those really affect your score, and loans, those really affect your score when you're late, because it's depending on how big the loan is or how big the line of credit is. If you have a $100,000 line of credit and you're late a couple times, yeah, that's gonna turn into a 60-day late, and then it's gonna drop your score pretty significantly.
Well, mine were pretty simple. I had stuff like medical bills, so it wasn't like my credit was that bad. It was just I heard stuff like that. How do you get rid of medical bills? I mean, yeah.
Well, medical bills, a lot of times what a lot of people don't know is, and I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this before. When it comes to medical bills, sometimes what they'll do is they'll report the same account over and over and over and over. That happened with my mom. My mom had 15 accounts off of one account reporting over and over.
Right.
That drops your score too. That drops your score too.
Yeah.
So obviously I repaired her credit when she was still living, and got all that off of her credit, and her score shot up like 60, 70 points just because of that. So you have to be very cognizant of that, because they'll report the same thing over and over, and that affects your score as well.
Okay, so you do that. You're the credit doctor, right? So tell us, how do you go about doing that kind of stuff?
Well, there's multiple ways you can do it. The traditional way, people would say, "Oh, just write a 609 letter." 609 letters, they work, but they're not as strong as they used to be. So I have multiple letters, actually over 50 letters, between bankruptcies, tax liens, child supports. Those are all public records. Then you got derogatory items, late payments. Then you have collection accounts. Then you have inquiries, addresses. So a lot of different variables work into that. And what me and my team do, we look at your credit profile, we analyze it. We know, okay, look, this needs to come off. This can remain because this is actually helping your credit. And we'll kind of consult with our clients to let them know, hey, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, this is what's helping your credit. This is what's hurting. This is what we're going to remove, and this is what we're going to keep on. Because a lot of people don't understand too, is that they'll just say, "Oh, just take off my student loan." Okay, but when we look at your credit report, your student loan is actually helping you. So we remove that. That's going to hurt you. Because if you remove a positive account too, that drops your score too. A lot of people don't know that. So we just analyze the report, and we'll come back and let you know, hey, this is what it is, this is the cost, whatever it may have you, and we push forward from there.
Okay, all right. So now, because that's what, and you know what, everybody, I have to concur with you. Everybody has things happen in their lives where their credit is going to go up and down. So it's nothing to be ashamed or embarrassed about. It just is.
Oh, no.
It's just, I call it isness. It is what it is. It's life. It's life. But the object is to get back on. Get back again what you want as far as that score is concerned, and work with you. So why don't you give us your number and let us give you a call and start trying to get the credit doctor to repair all these reports. How can everyone reach you?
Yeah, so there's multiple ways you can reach me. My business line is 323-571-3020. Okay, that goes straight to my office. But what I do is, when I'm not in my office, I get everything forwarded to my cell phone. So whatever time you call, well, not whatever time. You don't want to call me 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm with the wife. That's got to be a cutoff time. But I would say between hours, about 8 in the morning till about 6 in the afternoon. That's a good time to reach me Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I give all my time to the Lord for a hard work week and just for blessing me for all the blessings that I do have. So Sunday, I do not take any calls. But if there's a random number that comes through, I might not answer it, but if you leave a voicemail, I definitely will get back to you. You can also email us at megacreditboost@yahoo.com, MEGA credit boost, BOOST @yahoo.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, which is Mega Boost LLC. Okay, and then Facebook is also Mega Credit Boost LLC, and you can like us on our Facebook page as well. So there's multiple ways to get in contact with us.
Yeah, well, that definitely is a great way to be able to do that. We're going to bring you on again on our Top Heavy show, and
Sure.
that's just because everybody needs to know about this. And then we're going to put you together with Mr. Rogie Rogers, and because you can help people buy real estate. So he's selling real estate, but I'm sure there are a bunch of people out there that may not qualify because of their credit. So we're going to actually do a show where we bring you guys on together and see how many people you can help get that balance back, so they can go ahead and get a piece of the rock. So anyway, listen, this was fast, Julius, but we got the nature of the business out there, and again, we appreciate you for joining us. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join Variety Talk, and we will see you again next week on our day where we will be drinking Kangen water. Have you heard of Kangen water?
I've heard of Kangen water. It actually is really good. I have a few entrepreneurial friends that do have the system. Pretty expensive, but you know what? When you go cheap, you usually get cheap results. When you buy things that are worth significance, usually they pan out for you.
Well,
so
that's
pretty good.
It is great, and I've got a story to tell, and I can't wait to tell it. But it has changed my life, so I just try to help pass the word on, because anybody with any kind of ailment out there, I better be careful about what I say, but I'm just going to say everybody needs to watch this next week. Just make sure you tune in on Kangen Water, and we're going to actually do 2 shows back to back, because we have another show that we want to present as well. So tune in next week, and we are out of time. So thank you for joining us, Mr. Julius Hammond of Mega Credit Boost. And everyone, you've been watching Variety Talk live from Las Vegas. It is cold, so make sure you stay warm this weekend. Get by the fireside, and we are out. Love you much.
Yes.
Take care. We'll see you next week.